Justice for all.
Here, roll call, please.
Mayor Dave Dillon,
Here.
council members Ken Mueller,
Here.
Norris Johnson,
Here.
Lindsee Larson, absent, Laurie Gahm, absent.
Let's see. Need a motion for approval of the agenda.
So move. Second.
Discussion, I do have two things to add. You'll see it on your revised agenda. F1 is the fire department quotes for the ATV skid unit. And I1 is resolution 2309, approving preliminary and final plats for Boulder Ridge 4th Edition and approving amended planned unit development.
Yeah, you need motion?
Yeah, can I get a motion to add those?
So move. I'll second that, please.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? I need a motion for the full agenda now, right?
You
I'll make-
good?
Or are you good on that?
You're good.
All right.
Okay.
Consent agenda, we have approval for the minutes, February 16th, 2023. Approval of the bills, Resolution 2307, which is approving a charitable gambling premises permit, and Resolution 2308, assessing unpaid fire calls. Can I get a motion?
So move. I'll second it, please.
Any other discussion on those? All in favor? Aye. Opposed? Consent agenda passes. Open forum, if there's anyone here that would like to address an issue that is not on the agenda at this time. Hearing none, we'll move to public hearing. We don't have requested communications, ordinance and resolutions. Jeez. Reports, departments, boards, commissions, city manager.
Yep, I have the electronic funds transfer policy in there. And this will just help clean up some language. The previous policy that we had was about one paragraph. So this will clean that up completely.
You need a motion for that, don't you? Can I get a motion for approval?
I'll make a motion for approval. Second.
Any other discussion on it? It's a little more thorough. All in favor? Aye. Opposed? Policy passes. Anything else, Tammy?
No, that's it.
Police incident report. Quinn's not here, so I'm guessing that's all, unless there's something you have. No.
Nothing.
Parks, I'm sure Gary's out plowing snow again. Public Works, authorize completion of preliminary engineering for 110th Avenue project. And that's nothing really new on that, really, is it?
No, we've already had one webinar. There's another webinar coming up for completing the entire application. So, and there's a lot into this whole grant.
There's a lot to it.
Yeah,
There's a lot, more than I
Boy,
thought.
I had no idea. I thought they could just.
Yeah,
It'd be
it's,
over.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I thought.
yeah, working on the project narrative. Phil will be working on the line item budget, just like if we were gonna go out for bid, same thing.
I guess one thing is they have a track record. They already did 101, which should be similar.
Mm-hmm.
I think, what is it, 101 or is it? Yeah. That was it.
Yeah, yep.
Would it, now, should it be requiring more right away?
Yep, right-of-way acquisition
Yeah.
from the
How much?
property owners along
Is that on both sides or one side?
both sides.
Both sides.
Yeah, so, and the engineers, they're very well versed in that, so they'll work through that with all the property owners. There'll be a kickoff meeting with the township's council and anyone else who would be interested in actually seeing how this whole process will move forward. It's going to take a little bit of time to get all of this data put together before we can get a full submittal of the grant application into them. So it might be 3 months out or more. Environmental review sounds like it will take the longest part of it, so I'll keep you posted as to the progress. We're hoping to have that kickoff meeting real soon, so that way you can be in touch with everything. And if you want a copy of all of this, just let me know and I'd be happy to get you a copy of it, okay? Okay.
Yeah, a lot of upfront stuff, but then once that gets done, then hopefully
Yeah,
can move along.
and then I still have to set up our direct deposit with them online, and I still need to get HUD logins set up with them, so there's quite a few things to go into play first yet.
Okay. Do you need that approved with motion or just information?
Just, no, we need it approved.
Okay. Can I get a motion to approve?
I'll make a motion. to approve
Second?
Any other discussion? All in favor?
it.
Aye. Passes. Liquor store, Vicky's not here.
No, I'll just give you a quick update. The door still isn't done. Sean postponed it a couple of weeks, so hopefully it'll be done by the end of March.
All right. Fire department, quotes for the trailer.
So we got 2 quotes, and the one quote from Right Auto in Kingston, actually, the trailer isn't quite big enough. Once I figured out how wide the tracks are gonna be, I would have like an inch of room to get it on. So the other one is actually 6 inches wider, but it is more money, but they're virtually were about the same trailer. The one had aluminum floor on it, the one from Power Lodge for the more money instead of a wood floor, so it'd probably be better moisture set on it, lasts longer. So I'm recommending to go with the one from the Power Lodge for the $99.15.
And you said the right auto was not big enough?
Once we figured out how wide the tracks were on the
Okay.
machine, it was like an inch. So,
Okay. I just need to document that in the minutes to make sure auditors will want to know why you didn't go with the lowest quote, so.
yeah.
Plus it was wood floor instead of
Yeah.
aluminum. All right, can I get a motion for the skid, or the trailer?
Move for approval? I'll second.
That's for the Power Lodge quote of 99.15, right? That's what you want? Okay. Any other questions on it? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? So that one passes. Was there more fire department stuff?
We got 3 quotes for the
Yeah.
skid unit.
Mm-hmm.
So we had 3 different brands. The one brand is a plastic and it's a compact unit. The other 2 are longer. We thought compact unit would be better. And that one is from the M-Tech. And it's a Q-Tech brand. And we
High pressure.
Okay, yeah, it's the one for, the price of the unit is $76.95. It's the, on the second page of it, and it's an 85 EMS-C. That's a high pressure, but then that wasn't including the, we had to add the hose and the hose reel. And that was in the quote on the other one, they just didn't add it into the, they added all that stuff into one quote, that's why it looks funny.
It'd be like $8,800 total. And the one thing that none of them have on it is the foam unit that we're gonna want on there too, and that'll be another $895. So you're looking at 97 and change for the whole thing.
Okay, so it's not 16,470.
No, that's for two
That's,
different
yeah,
Okay.
they screwed up when they sent us the email.
Okay, that's why I was kind of
ones. And
confused.
this one is, the difference is that there's a spot for the patient on there. But this one that we're looking at is more compact and it folds up. So you can, it's just all fits it in the box, you can shut the back door right.
So it doesn't hang out the back, less things
Okay.
to hang up, unless, when we're hauling a patient, we put the tailgate down and fold part of the leg down for it.
Yeah, I sent a picture, I think. And it holds more water than the other two as well, 85 gallons versus
Okay.
65, which is nice. And it's lighter, so we can, the Ranger's got a 1,000-pound payload. This comes at 980, with 85 gallons. The other ones were over 1,000.
It'd be a nice unit once it's all together and ready to go.
So your estimated total?
I think it's gonna be right around 97. 97 or so. With all the accessories and stuff. And he just got me the foam tip recently, so that's why.
Okay.
And they're all about 8 weeks out, so.
I get a motion on that?
Uh,
It'd be-
To go with which one are you
The,
recommending?
the M-Tech, right?
That's
Yep.
the one you want to go with?
So it's 76.
85 EMS-C.
I'll make a
5
motion.
EMS-C right there.
Second that?
Okay, any other discussion?
And then I just need a reason why the other ones?
Lighter, more water,
Okay.
more compact.
Anything else?
Okay, thank you.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Skid unit passes. Good. Is that it for more fire department, or do we have more?
That's it.
Perfect. All right, thank you, guys. Moving on to G, planning and zoning, CKW Developers Preliminary Plat, Boulder Ridge, 4th edition. Right? I didn't miss one, did I?
No.
No, okay.
Need a motion on there.
I'll just give you a brief from the planning commission meeting. We had a meeting that lasted about 8 minutes. They were all in favor of everything here. The prelim they approved the final plat. They did hold their public hearing. We had no one present at the meeting. And then they also approved the PUD amendment. So,
The PUD amendment was just actually changing it from sixplex to duplex, right?
well, they had a fourplex on there,
Or
so they
fourplex,
went from 4 to 2.
4 to 2, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's something. Okay.
All right, Ken made a motion. Did you second?
Yeah.
Okay. Any other questions on the preliminary plat? Not all in favor? Aye. Opposed? That preliminary plat passes. Planning and zoning again, CKW Developers Final Plat, Boulder Ridge, 4th edition. You get a motion for that?
Move for approval?
I'll second.
Any more discussion on that? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? Final plat passes. Planning and zoning again, CK Developers PUD amendment.
Move for approval?
Second.
Kind of the same, nothing to add to that, is there?
Nothing to add.
Okay, all in favor? Aye. Opposed? Passes. So all our planning and zoning is passed. Whoops, sorry.
One more.
Forgot we added one. Resolution 2309, approving preliminary and final plats for Boulder Ridge 4th edition and approving amended planned unit development.
I'll make a motion.
Second?
Any other discussion came up in the last 10 seconds? If not, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Approved. Airport, anything there?
Nothing.
Nothing in committees? Any unfinished business?
Talking about plowing again at the airport.
Did we talk about it?
Would we want to address that?
I was talking with John this morning and he said it's already so soft out there that they're probably won't be plowing anymore this year at all because they're going to go down. They're already ripping up some of it.
Okay. Takes care of that then.
Yeah. You're just assuming spring will never come?
Yeah.
New business, petition to vacate the alley.
Yeah, go for it.
So A and B are pretty much tied to one another. The application to vacate the alley and the egress easement. Eric and Elizabeth Nordvik had submitted an application to vacate the alleyway. It's a platted alleyway by their property. They were told that they needed to do this by their title company. Otherwise, the title company does not issue a title insurance coverage. They're trying to sell, or they are selling their property to another individual. I think his last name is Zawicki. I'm not 100% sure why the title company was insisting upon that. I think it's because they constructed a driveway within the platted alleyway, and they wanted to ensure a measure of coverage. But I talked with Tammy and Dolores and kind of went over what procedure that was needed and discussed the fact that this really was not a good idea for the city because A, we couldn't guarantee the underlying goal would be met, but more importantly, there are utility easements there that we need to ensure that we can always access. And so it would have been a fairly significant amount of time and hassle to approve this and then go through the machinations of securing those rights yet again when we already have them. So the recommendation was to deny that application to vacate the alley so the right-of-way remains as is, we don't have to worry about it. So that's with respect to A. The recommendation is to move to deny the application, that's done. The second component is in speaking with the title company, they indicated that if they could secure an access easement in recordable format, that would be sufficient for their purposes. They'd be able to issue the title opinion and allow the closing to proceed. I saw no issues with respect to that. All the city would be granting them is, for the most part, what exists for everybody anyway, as a matter of law, which is the right to go across the platted dedicated right-of-way. So they have prepared an egress easement, specifically by the city, because we are the owners of the right-of-way, granting to them the right of access, egress over a specific legally defined easement right-of-way or area on the easement that was prepared by their surveyor. I've reviewed it, it matches up, it's all good. So the recommendation with respect to B would be to approve the easement, execute the same, and then have Tammy or Loris send that over to the closer. That'll be part of the closing documents, and then ultimately they'll send it out to the recorder's office. It'll be recorded against the property, and all's right with the world.
Okay.
Thank you, Damien.
So first step is to deny.
Do we want, on the petition to vacate the alley, is that do you want the motion to be that and then vote against it, or can the motion be to deny?
Motion to deny the application.
Okay, perfect. Can I get that motion?
I'll make a motion to deny that.
Second?
Okay, any other discussion with that? All in favor of denying the application? Aye. Opposed? Okay, so
And a motion to approve the easement.
okay, so the petition to vacate is denied. Now I need a motion to approve the ingress egress.
So moved.
A second.
Any other discussion on that? All in favor? Aye. So the easement is approved. Community funding project and grant agreement.
So within this agreement, like I said, by the time we even get to this point, we need council to approve it and have a authorized official, which would be myself as part of supplying with the application, to be able to go into HUD and all of that good stuff and sign documents as they come up and submit for payments back to us. So we need the motion for the grantor agreement. That would include myself as an authorized representative for this grant.
Move to approve.
I'll second.
Any other questions on that? If not, all in favor? Aye. Opposed, so that passes. Rummer of Life Choices Special Event app. This is yearly, isn't it? If I remember right? Don't they do this every year?
Yeah.
Yeah. Can I get a motion to approve that?
I'll make a motion to approve.
Second?
Any questions on it? What's the date? Oh, it's September 16th. Okay, hearing none, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye. So the application passes. Miscellaneous,
Nothing.
council comments? Ken?
Oh, there's nobody here plowing to talk to. But
They're out working.
they came and made sure I made it to the council meeting. Plowed it. And I saw them come down the street, so I went and got my little tractor out because they left a thing about that high. And before I could even plow it, they cleared it up, and I didn't even need to get my tractor out. They did a good job.
I was gonna say the same thing too. I wake up in the morning and I go outside and my road's plowed, just like that.
Yeah.
Just
No,
somebody comes in the night and takes care
Well,
of it.
they usually start about 3 o'clock in the morning, so. that-
I've never seen snowbanks like
Yeah.
this.
No, it's been a long
In
time.
40 years.
Yeah.
Man.
I just have one thing, information. I should have brought invites for you guys. I was rushing tonight. Our Rum River Community Foundation Gala, we're calling it, is banquet is on April 22nd at 5:30 in the Grecky building down there at Rec Park. El Jalisco will be catering. Trent Bergeron is doing music. We have Matt from the Initiative Foundation that's going to speak. It's basically meal and music and entertainment, and we're going to just give some information on what the foundation is, how it can benefit your nonprofit, and just the things that's been done. Like right now, we're giving out $8,000 worth of $1,000 worth of grants. We only have 2 applications. So we have money to give out, but we don't have people putting in apps to get that money. So we need to get that out. And the more we can grow our endowment, the more grants we can give out to nonprofits. Every dollar that goes to the foundation goes to Milaca area nonprofits, nowhere else. You got to be in the surrounding cities and townships to apply. So all the money stays here. It's gone from everything from Special Olympics to youth athletics to Peace Fireworks. One of the townships built a picnic area. All kinds of different organizations. Summer Children's Theater, everything. So, food shelf. What?
Skid unit for a ranger?
Yeah.
I'm not sure if that would. It's a good question, actually. So if you're interested in the banquet, go to the Rum River Community Foundation website. You can register right there. You can contact me, Jen Taylor, Jan Jude, Brianna Hoskins, all kinds of people that are Artie. You'll see Artie anywhere. That's an easy one. And she can give you the information. So if you won't have a choice, Artie will make you go. So, but that's all I had. Is there anything else?
I don't think so.
Motion to adjourn?
I'll make a motion to adjourn.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. How about that? I'm packing at 7.